Hi everyone, it's April again and welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button below and leave me a comment or a question, and I'll be glad to respond to all of them, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Today we're going to make chicken and rice soup for people with IBD. I have Crohn's disease and I created this recipe because I wanted nutrition and health for my intestines. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our chicken. Now, I use canned chicken because it's already cooked, and with my fatigue I don't have a lot of time to wait around for chicken to cook. So we add the chicken. You can get a spoon. Put the chicken into the pot, and that's good to go. Then I add my veggies, and I like green beans and carrots. And I use canned green beans and carrots because they're already cooked, and that makes this recipe go a lot faster. So I just dump that, I drain the juice off and dump that right into the pot with the chicken. And we're good to go. Put that to the side. And we have a pretty good bit of chicken and vegetables in our pot now. And I saved my can for my canned chicken to show you because it just makes it go faster. So that makes it easier. The next thing I add is about a tablespoon of coconut oil. Coconut oil is good for inflammatory bowel disease because it has healing properties for an inflamed gut. And so I add just a tablespoon to give it a little bit of fat, and that's very good for you. Now the next thing I add in my pot is turmeric powder. I make my own turmeric powder by buying organic rhizomes from Whole Foods, and I make it myself. I got that recipe off of a YouTube channel, and I just dump that right in, about 2 teaspoons of turmeric powder. And then, main ingredient is bone broth. I use chicken bone broth because, of course, I'm making chicken and rice soup. If you wanted to make beef vegetable, you could use beef and beef flavored bone broth, but use bone broth instead of water because the bone broth is great for inflammatory bowel disease. And one trick I found when you have a full box of bone broth is pour from the opposite side of the spout, and it doesn't splish splash as it pours into your pot. I forgot to shake it, so let's just give it a little shake there, and just pour it into the pot until you have enough in there to cover your chicken and your vegetables and have about 1 inch left over. Okay, and there you go. That's not quite enough, so I'm going to grab another box. Be right back. Okay, so here's my second can or box. Just shake it up, twist it open, and pour from the opposite side of the spout. And just pour enough in there to cover it and have about 1 inch of liquid above your chicken and your vegetables. Then you bring that to a boil. Oh, forgot. Salt and pepper. You don't need a lot of pepper. This is another trick I found. That makes the pepper come out a lot faster. Alright, so you have everything in your pot. You turn it on high and bring it to a boil, and once it's boiled, then you're going to add your rice. So it's going to take that a few minutes, and we'll go from there. Once you bring this to a boil, then you add your rice and put a lid on the pot, and you're good to go. So there are 3 reasons I really like this recipe while we're waiting for this to boil. And one is it comes together really fast. You'll be able to make this recipe and give it a little stir there. And you'll be ready to eat in 30 minutes or so. And the thing that takes the longest is the rice absorbing the liquid. So it comes together so fast and you're ready to eat. And when you have fatigue from having inflammatory bowel disease, you need something that you can fix that'll come together quickly and have a lot of nutrition. And the second reason I like this recipe is because you can make a small amount. I used 2 10-ounce cans of chicken, but you can use just one and then use half a cup of rice, or you can use 2 cans of chicken and make a little more. If you're single, this is great because you can make a small amount. Or if, like myself, it's just me and my husband living here, I can make enough just for the 2 of us, and I don't have a massive amount of chicken and rice soup. And the third thing is you can make a large batch and separate it into smaller containers and freeze it for up to 6 weeks. And it thaws out and reheats really well. You might need to add a little more bone broth to reheat it to give it a little more liquid, but it turns out great anyway, and it still tastes really, really great. So you bring this to the boil and you're good to go. 30 minutes and you're eating. The next reason I like this recipe is because all of the ingredients are good for inflammatory bowel disease. Chicken is a good protein. It's easy to digest. The canned chicken is much easier to digest because it's really cooked until it's super soft. And so that goes through very easily and very gently, and it doesn't harm your digestive tract on its way through. And then your vegetables, of course, you get all your nutrients from your vegetables that you need, and that's really great. So whatever vegetables you want to put in there, you pop right in there and you're good to go. And the coconut oil, as I said before, has healing properties for your intestinal tract, and it helps to heal it if you're in a flare. And the next thing is your bone broth. Let me tell you, this stuff is so great. It is great for it has collagen in it, which your mucosa lining from your esophagus all the way to your bottom is covered in mucosa tissue, and collagen feeds the mucosa and helps it to heal when you have spots of inflammation. And here's a little side note, just for free for you. It's also great for your hair and your nails and your skin. I'm 55 years old. I have crepey skin, and when I started using bone broth, my crepey skin went away because my skin is nice and healthy from all that collagen. I did a 30-day collagen load where I drank 16 ounces of bone broth every day and for 30 days. And you would not believe how fast my hair was growing, how beautiful and thick and healthy it looked. My fingernails grew like talons. I was having to trim them every few days. So it was really great to do that. Bone broth collagen load for my fingernails, my skin, and my hair. So that's a little beauty tip. And it also tastes great in your soup. It just makes the soup so much richer. And you just give it a little stir every now and then. Bring that to a boil. And the other thing that's great about this is we put turmeric powder in here. And turmeric powder is like a superfood. It's an anti-inflammatory. It has all kinds of vitamins and minerals in it that your body needs. And when you're sick, your body needs extra of all of these things because it's regenerating. Every day you generate between 40 and 50 billion new cells a day. But when you're sick, you have inflammation or you've had a surgery, all of these things, including turmeric powder, are going to give your body extra fuel to make healthy cells to replace those cells where you've had the damage from inflammation or surgery or an illness of any kind. And that makes it great. So, and your salt and pepper, of course, you need salt and pepper to taste, but pepper is a very important ingredient. It has a property called piperine in it. And piperine will go to your liver and it will stop your liver from filtering out all of the spices in your food and allow it to be absorbed in your small intestine into your bloodstream to give nutrients to your body. Without pepper, you get about a 10% bioavailability of the nutrients in your food and your spices. With pepper, doesn't have to be much, but with pepper you get a 2,000% bioavailability of all of the nutrients in the food that you're eating. So be sure and add that dash or two of pepper when you're ready. Now I'm going to grab the lid to my pan and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back with my lid. You put that on your pan and it will actually help it come to a boil faster. And then we're going to turn it down to a simmer and simmer the rice for about 20 minutes, and then we've got a pot of chicken and rice soup ready to eat. So I think I gave you all 3 reasons for why I like this recipe. It comes together quickly. All of the ingredients are good for inflammatory bowel disease. Just gonna ramp up all the goodness that you need for a healthy digestive tract, and you can make as much or as little as you want. So if you like this recipe, give it a try. I'll leave a description in the description box below of the recipe and how much of everything I put, so you can refer to that. And then try it yourself and make it your own. Put vegetables that you like. You might try it with beef, you might try it with pork, whatever you like. But as long as you try this recipe, I'm going to be happy. So I hope you like it. I hope you have a great day. And whatever you do, don't forget to laugh. I'm about ready to add my rice. So we have all this yummy goodness happening in the pot. I wish I could show you, but I'm filming this on my laptop. And it's coming to a boil. We want to get it to a good rolling boil so that everything is nice and hot. So after you do that, I have a cup of long grain white rice, just plain old rice, and I dump it in there, give it a stir, and then I turn my heat down to a simmer, down to low, simmer it for about 20 minutes, and you're good to go. You got a great meal to help you with your inflammatory bowel disease, full of nutrition and happy, healthy gut. Have a great day, and don't forget to laugh. Hi everyone, I wanted to show you my finished product of chicken and rice soup with vegetables. So here it is, and it's steaming hot and looks delicious. I cannot wait to have a bowl for dinner tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Sorry for my mistakes. This was my first recipe video, but it was still a lot of fun. Thank you and have a great day. And once again, don't forget to laugh.